good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a hot minute. Oh goodness, I've recorded like over 5 videos over the last few months, but I've just never edited and posted any of them. But this one is going to be the one. So as the title suggests, today we are going to be doing the first of many monthly resets, and I figured Jan 2022 is probably the best way to essentially start it. At the start of each month, we go through our goals, go through our budget, we go through our intentions, our planners, and all that kind of stuff. I've been watching these videos for quite a number of months now, and I just find them so motivating and so inspiring. It's just kind of cool to see, you know, how people set up their personal finances, how people are tracking against their goals, what kind of goals people are having, and I find it's like a good way to like keep each other accountable as well. So I hope that you guys join me along this journey. We're going to be talking about the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows throughout the whole year, and hopefully when we look back at these videos by the end of this year, we can be like, wow, we really went through all that and we really made it through. So I am sitting down now to do my January budget as well as my January goals and just plan out my week. So today is Monday. I've already done my yearly like goals for the year and things that I'm going to be working towards. I've done my reflection of 2021, so that was really good and that was really insightful. So now what I need to do is actually do a monthly breakdown, because obviously you can set like these big goals for the year and stuff, but you got to make sure that you're actually working towards them. And the best way to do that is to make sure that you're doing a monthly, a quarterly, or a weekly breakdown, which is like little steps that you're taking to achieve that one big goal. All right, so first things first, I think what I want to do is I'm gonna do my monthly goal tracker, and then I'm gonna move into my weekly one. So essentially, if we look here into my Notion, I have broken down majority of my goals into these 4 different categories, being personal finance is one, second, career, learning and side hustles, third, health, wellness and fitness, and then the other one, personal, relationships and other. And I usually like to cap it to 5 goals maximum per each thing, just because I remember, I think it was like last year, I had like so many. I wrote down like everything. I wrote down like essentially everything that I wanted to accomplish, and there was like a category that had like 8 in there, and obviously you can only do so much in 1 year. So this year I've tried to cap everything off at 5. So essentially now I'm just gonna come and break that down into month by month. Alright, lovely people, it is now a bit of time later and I'm feeling very good because we've done majority of like the weekly, monthly setup and things. So I'll share my screen. I might take out a few things just for privacy purposes, just because I'm quite transparent, but there's some goals that I just don't kind of want to like share with everyone at the moment. So here we've got like our month 2022 goals, like our holistic high level view, and then next up I have now broken it down into a monthly goal tracker, which kind of again is influenced by the overall goals. So for instance, one of my big goals this year is to be debt free. So essentially, oh gosh, this goal is like eating up at me, because there was a point in time last year and for a very long time that I didn't have any debt at all. The only debt that I had was my mortgage, and I was living like my best life. I was like, yes, I'm saving, I'm meeting my goals and all that kind of stuff, and then life happened. So essentially last year, I think I've spoken about this in other videos that I actually never ended up posting, but essentially last year bought my house, obviously had a mortgage attached to that, moved out of home, which was great. I'd saved up quite a fair bit, but ooh, the move ended up costing me much more than I thought, but that's fine. And then essentially about like 2 weeks after the move, I got into a car accident. Essentially a lady ran a light that she wasn't meant to be running, and then she hit my car, and my car was terribly damaged. Luckily I wasn't like too hurt or anything like that, very minor injuries. But essentially my car was written off, and then I needed to get a new car. So I was tossing and turning between like getting a second-hand car, like just something cheap to get me by, and then buy a new car in the next year, as in 2022, because my plan had to always get a new car relatively soon. But then I just ended up, you know, saying, let me just buy my dream car and paid off all in 2022. So I put down a $10,000 deposit, and then the rest I've taken out as a car loan. I've taken out as a personal loan. So one of my goals this year, well, my biggest goal this year, is to essentially completely pay that off. I want to go back to the only debt that I'm having being my mortgage. I've taken all my goals that I can kind of track, and then I've broken them down into like monthly. So each month as I go, I'll just kind of tick different boxes off, and then that will kind of let me know if I'm on track or not. If I go into each monthly page, then I'll also have the weekly goal tracker, which is now kind of more like the habits and that are kind of going to help me get to those bigger things. Because to achieve like the bigger goals, right, it's all about the day-to-day habits that you implement daily. Like for instance, one of my goals is I want to be in the best physical shape of my life this year. So I'm not just going to get there miraculously. It's all about like the little daily habits. So each week I'm tracking, have I eaten well? Have I done my minimum workouts per each week? So the weekly view is now kind of more like little habits that I need to be doing like every week or every day to get to that bigger picture. This week I really want to get consistent again with YouTube. So I want to make sure that I'm posting a video at least every Wednesday and every Sunday by 8 p.m. without fail. Next goal is to complete 5 workouts each week. I really want to smash my first week back at work. I feel like last year I ended up dropping the ball a bit. So I want to make sure that when I go back to work this coming week, I completely smash it. I'm on top of everything. And then I want to earn at least $1,000 from side hustles, mainly coming from Uber. So I do Uber Eats delivery, and I want to set up my yearly, monthly, weekly planner and vision board, of which I've kind of done majority of that, except just the vision board. So that's the thing that's left. So I've done my like monthly thing, and now we're gonna go back to my control center to look at my weekly breakdown. So for this week, my main 3 goals is I want to post 2 YouTube videos, I want to earn at least $400 from Uber, and I want to create my vision board. And then obviously I've kind of got my daily breakdowns, like my daily to-do list, which I usually do the morning of or the night before. Another thing that I did as well is I planned content for the month. I feel like I'm in control of January. I feel like I've set everything up in terms of like life planning and all of that. So now the last bit that I need to do is now look at my budget. Alright folks, so a few hours later and we are finally done with setting up everything. I've now just finished off my budget for the month and kind of just setting up the budget tracking system that I'll be using. I haven't used the system before. It's kind of been different every time. So sometimes I'll use like Notion, sometimes I'll use spreadsheets, Glenn James's spending plan. Right, sometimes I just write it down on paper or on my iPad, so it's always different. But I think I'm liking this system that I have just discovered, an app called Every Dollar by Dave Ramsey by Dave Ramsey, and I've really been liking it. So I'm using it in conjunction with my Notion, my Google Cal, and yeah, this new everyday dollar thing. I know it sounds complicated, but I think in the next few months is monthly resets, I'll do maybe a bit more of a deep dive into it. I found it really helpful because it's allowing me to get a really good bird's eye view of exactly where my money is. I think sometimes I budget very optimistically and I forget to account for certain things, but with this I'm literally accounting for every single thing, all the way from my different types of income that's coming in, to the savings that I want to do, such as saving for the Chanel bag, my taxes that will be coming up, car registration. So literally every single expense or every single dollar that will be coming out of my bank account is here. And I like how it allows you to have a planned and actual section essentially, which is what I feel like other budgeting things don't really allow you to do. So all of this again will start on the 15th because I get paid monthly and my paycheck comes in on the 15th of each month. So I've done it kind of a week in advance. Anyways, I feel like I've talked too much. This is the first of many monthly reset videos, so they will be getting better as I go along. Let me know what you would like me to focus on in each like maybe monthly resets. Do you want me to go deeper into the budget side? Do you want me to go deeper into like the goal side? I will be doing like a review of how the previous month went, how I tracked against budget and everything. So yeah, all good things coming through your way. Anyway, thank you so much for checking into this video. Really appreciate. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you pop that like button. It really goes a long way. If you haven't subscribed, join the fam. Just click the subscribe button. Trust me, it'll do wonders in your life. It'll do wonders. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and with all that being said and done, dream big and hustle hard. I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye.